Marcus Rashford to Aston Villa, absolutely. Not. Welcome back to Up the Villa. Welcome to Transfer Hub. And we are here, Villa fans. If you are new around here, make sure you are subscribing. Help us out. Your support is huge to this channel. Comment your thoughts. We're going to go through a lot of rumours, where we're at, and make sure you're hitting that like button. If I fooled you, you've got to hit the like button, okay? You've got to hit the like button, because I imagine there is a few that were about to go like this. What? We can't go for Rashford. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it and you know, where I'm at with it. And then we'll go into all of the other rumours that are doing the rounds. So Fabrizio, hot on Villa. He's hot on Villa. Barcelona feel Marcus Rashford deal is highly unlikely and almost off due to financial fair play. I mean, were they ever in the picture anyway? They've got no money and can't register players. So, and can't spend that money, shall we say. So they were never in that race for Rashford with the fee, with the wages, etc. And then up pop Aston Villa are the latest club to call for Marcus Rashford deal. Conditions after John Duran exit. I don't know why I was thinking of McGinn. Initial contact made as Matteo Moretto reports as one of 4 options. Now, I have no idea where this has come from. Completely out of nowhere. I partly expect him to rock up on loan at Arsenal at the end. But Rashford is now linked with a move to Villa. Are we doing what we were doing this morning with Monchi talking? Are we going after and reporting that we're going after other targets to make other targets speed up or make their decisions, that it looks like we're turning our attention elsewhere? There's a lot that goes on in football negotiations with players. There's a lot of tactics. There's a lot to read into. And they all play their part, etc. Agents talking, throwing names around, etc. And we are actively busy in this window. That is fundamentally clear. Now, Marcus Rashford, I would go absolutely nowhere near. Nowhere near whatsoever. There's not 1% of me that would take Marcus Rashford. And we're hearing a lot about João Felix. We wouldn't take Felix because of he's turned us down and he's never done anything at any club. His form's bad, etc. But this is a player to another level with clear evidence that you wouldn't want him in your dressing room, and we wouldn't want him in our dressing room because of the baggage that he brings with the whole Marcus Rashford entourage of a player. Now, you see what he's like. He goes out partying, etc., and on just after derbies or vice versa. And for me, I think Amorim is completely right to not have him anywhere near the first team squad, because what has happened behind the scenes at Manchester United that's ingrained in that DNA for so many years, it's just a bad vibe in the dressing room, and he shut it off. And I think for a new manager to do that, it says a lot. It really does say a lot. And maybe other managers haven't been brave and bold enough to do it, but it felt cliquey behind, with that whole Lingard, Rashford, Pogba, just bad vibes at Man United. And I think he's probably plays a big part of it, that for so many years he has been a part of Manchester United, and I just don't think it's great. And again, like, another new manager comes in at Manchester United, And it felt from the get-go that he was a player that wasn't really into trying or wasn't really into embracing and fully engaging and getting on board with a brand new manager at Manchester United who's meant to turn Manchester United around now and get them climbing and get them winning the league. They've gone on to say on record that I think it's by 2029 or 2028 they want to win the Premier League again. So, Rashford, no way whatsoever. Prime Rashford, that prime season when he bagged all those goals, 100%. But not this one. Not this one. Wages, huge. Even when I watch him, all he wants is the ball at his feet. And it feels it's all about Rashford taking a shot. Will he work hard for the team? Can he tactically invest in an Unai Emery system? On loan, would his heart be in it after a couple of games? Not for me. I would go nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. So, Villa fans, let me know your thoughts on Rashford to Villa. I 100% wouldn't. And I had a quick little look at some of his numbers, and it's quite alarming. It's quite alarming, really. You want to be in and around that top 90 percentile line, and competing with those players that are in your position. And fair enough, his clearances are in the top 89 here. We've got 1.01. And then we start looking at, getting on the ball per 90. Passes attempted, 31.79. Progressive passes, 2.43. Progressive carries, 2.98. Progressive passes received, 7.21. Touches in attacking penalty area, 4.15. Non-penalty goals, 0.29. Total shots, 1.76. Assists, 0.08. What would he be bringing to Aston Villa? Position, striker, left wing. This season, let's take a look at his underlying numbers in the Premier League. We can see that he's got SOFA score of 6.90, predominantly on that left-hand side. Played 15, started 12. We've got 4 goals. Assists, we've got 1 assist. We've got defending. We've got tackles per game, 0.5. Interceptions per game, 0.3. Dribble success, 26%. Total duels won, 35%. Ground duels, 33. Aerials, 42. No. Let's hope that one is pure paper talk or pure someone's put our name into a picture. And yeah, let's hope we're staying well clear of that one. Right, so we've had then Mathys Tel. Apparently he was going to Spurs, but now he's not. Rejected Spurs. So breaking, Mathys Tel's current decision is to reject Tottenham despite willingness to sign him for €60 million package and face-to-face talks. Tel has informed Spurs about his decision. Barring any surprises, Tel won't join Spurs. More Premier League clubs are on it now. And then we have Mathys Tel and his agent are in Munich together to assess all options after rejecting Spurs. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal and Aston Villa all in contact. That would be a deal that I would take. Very young, bags of ability, great finishing, and I think he would be brilliant for Aston Villa on that left-hand side, versatile across that front line. So he's someone that I think would be very, very good for Villa. John Duran has left. There he is, holding the shirt up. We've spoke a lot about John Duran. I don't really think we need to go over old ground. We are also linked with a defender, Danso. We're still linked with him. We look like we are in the market still for him, so that's interesting as well. Other updates: Unai Emery spoke about Ollie Watkins' decision to stay. There are players who prefer to leave. Then some players commit to us here. And one of them is Ollie Watkins. He's happy to stay at Aston Villa. That is huge. He's not going anywhere in this window. I didn't think he was going to go anywhere in this window anyway. So we can all relax with that talk. I think that's good. So where are we at as we are approaching the deadline? I think, and I'll always stick by this, that to judge a transfer window while it's still open, I just don't agree with doing that. And I don't think you can do that, because tomorrow we could drop 2 signings and the window looks fantastic. So until the deadline is finished, we judge it at the end. But what I will say, and I will reiterate this now, is that we've done a lot of, we've done loads of transfer episodes this month, and everybody enjoys them. I enjoy creating them. You can just have a laugh and whatever, and not, you don't have to take them really serious, but we do breakdowns. We take a look at the player. We talk about whether they would fit in or not. We take you on a journey of initial rumor to signing. We're buzzing. How do they fit into the Emery system? That's what I really like to do. Go on a bit of a journey. But what I will say is it is imperative that we sign a defender and an attacker. I'm happy with Marlon. I'm happy with Garcia. But it is imperative that this defender and attacker comes in this window. And that is all I'm going to say on the matter. We judge it at the end, but those 2 players have to come in, because it's obvious what positions need bringing in. There's a lot of names that are doing the rounds now. We've got Felix, Asensio, Rashford. We've got Danso. We've got loads of players that we are linked with. So I think it's very important that we get these 2 players in. And I imagine it, Monchi is working very hard to get these deals done. But what I don't want to happen is for us to be trying to shop in a market and spending a lot of time in the market, and then we just don't get them. Like, you all know that I really want João Felix, and I think we can get him. We can get him. So go out and get him, right? So, if we're in for Mathys Tel, go and get him. Give everything you can to go and get him, because the position we're in is still a very, very good position during this season. Yes, up and down. Yes, we've not been absolutely amazing, but we are still in the race for top 4, top 5. We'll get you Champions League. We are in that race. We are still in the FA Cup, and we are in the Champions League. Now, it's got announced today that Atlanta and Bruges and Dortmund and Sporting, we play one of the winners of one of those games. The draw is in February, and we find out that when we are in knockout football, anything is possible. And we have to go 100 miles an hour into all these games to try and get as far as we can. So we've still got so much to play for. And these players that can come into Villa, there is still so much that we can achieve this season. It's not like we're trying to sign players and we're going, we're trying to sell you the vision of Villa. We want to be this club. Do you want to come and play in the Champions League and try and take us as far as we can and try and get to a final? That is what we're dealing with here. And we have to show the ambition. I've got no problem with us being linked with all of these good players, but we've got to get one of them to land. It's important that one of them land. So Yes, it's very, very important that one of these big players land. Cunha, try. Let's try and land someone who is of very good quality and show that ambition. We've got money to spend. Monchi's gone on record and said all of the Duran money isn't there to spend. Obviously, he's going to say that. He's not going to say that we're going to spend it all because that would just be reckless. But we've got money there. We're making over 70 million so far in the Champions League. Now is our time. Now is our time in this window to make something big happen. And it can still happen. And I'm hopeful that it will happen. So, yeah, those are all of the noise and rumors of what is going on at the minute. So, Tel would be brilliant. Asensio would be good. And then I think Felix would be really good. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm hoping for. So we've done the match preview for Wolves. That is out now as well. So you can go and check that out. I can't wait to read these Rashford comments. I can't wait to read them. So let me know what you think of Rashford to Aston Villa. In a bit.